All right, on the Flat Rate Master, today we're talking about buying chrome versus impact sockets. All right, I got a comment a couple weeks ago, I think, talking about, they noticed on my roll cart tour that almost all of my sockets were impacts. Many moons ago, I did a video talking about impact versus chrome, and it's very old. Quality's not the greatest. It's an old video, so figured I'd redo it. I'll talk about why I went almost exclusively impact sockets because, well, that's what you use. How often do you actually have a hand ratchet in your hand for the entire job? Do you hand tighten every bolt? No, you use some sort of power tool, either a air or electric ratchet, impact gun, impact driver. You're using some sort of power tool. As the Snap-on warnings say, chrome is not for impact use. Snap-on used to have, I don't know if they still do, but they used to have power sockets, the sockets that were designed to be used with air ratchets and stuff like that. Back when I was buying tools when I started, impact sockets weren't readily available, anywhere. They were kind of specialty. You could get the, wheel sockets and, maybe a half-inch drive set of sockets, but for the most part, it was cheap Chinese junk. Wasn't readily available like it is now. But when I started buying, Snap-on, most of my early tools were off the tool truck, were bought on Snap-on. I realized that it made a lot more sense to buy impact sockets because primarily I was using them with impact tools, air ratchets, etc. Now let's talk about, every now and then, yes, you're going to find a situation where you have to have chrome. Now for me, primarily that's going to be 1/4 inch. Volkswagen air injection pump that has a recessed 10mm fastener on it, my Matco 10mm 1/4 inch socket will not fit. I have a chrome socket because, I have chrome too. In fact, I think most of my stuff I have both impact and chrome, but I almost never use chrome. Everything I use in my cart is impact, except a few here and there sockets, hex and stuff like that. But all my, 4mm up to 24 in my roll cart and my axle sockets are impacts because I use them on impacts. But as far as day-to-day use, it is really rare for me to ever have to grab a chrome socket. It's a very unusual thing for me to have to go to the Revel X and grab a chrome socket. In fact, my metric 3/8 stuff is downstairs in the alignment rack because that way I don't have to take tools down there when I do an alignment. But my point of that is when you're buying sockets, buy for what you're using them for. Chrome is pretty, looks good in a drawer, but you're going to be using them with power tools. And, chrome can flake, can fly off, and cause injury. Not often, but use an impact socket. That's what they're designed for. Now, a couple caveats about using impact sockets. Generally, they have one detent hole, not, detents all the way around. So, yeah, you have to line up the ball if you want it to stay on. And they do tend to wear out faster than chrome because they're softer for, impact use. That's why you buy from a reputable brand that you can get warranted. 95% of the impact sockets I use are Snap-on or Matco. The rest of them are Gray Pneumatic or Astro Pneumatic. But the fact is day to day, save a little bit of money. They've come up in price on the Snap-on line, at least if I remember right. They're closer to chrome, but when I was originally buying them, it was significantly cheaper to buy impacts because, they didn't have to chrome them. And so it was a money-saving thing as well as, Like, I still do not have any big 1/2-inch sockets in Snap-on or Matco. They are Popular Mechanics. These are literally coming up on 30 years old. And yes, they've seen impact use. But I won't use them enough to justify replacing them with Snap-on, because why? 99% of what I use is impact sockets. And like I said, I almost never run into a situation where my impact sockets will not fit. It's a rare instance, and it's normally 1/4 inch. So if you want to save some money, skip the 1/4 inch, just get chrome for 1/4 inch. You know, the impacts aren't going to be strong enough to really do damage to them, and you save money and you don't have to buy, you know, that to back up. So that's my reasoning for why I have almost all impact sockets. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.